Débh methe agus FIachra Ó Riogáin seachtain eile mehe dara seachtain de Bran. Welcome once again. Another week gone, the second week in April. And just third cold down here in Musgree. Cold all over the country during the week, but down around here, tá sé díochta sé dí fuair. Aniuh agus an éoníl. Bhí rudí fásach tá sé stopping as things were growing, but it's kind of a halt now. Tá na duilleoga péacha agus mar sin the trees are beginning to bud. I'm looking at the oak. I think it might be out before the ash this year, and if that happens, we're sure to get a dry summer. I thought already in February, I was telling you that the frogs spawned very deeply, and I felt that April would be dry. So we'll see, around here anyway, so we'll see what April works out at. Usually dry in April means cold as well, because the wind comes from the east. So snéan scéal. Now, so clár anocht tá Luis Ganogum, I have a new CD tonight, tagan sin slí go léir Canada. Le Grosse Isle, sanamda, agus tagan sé chuing FIachra Ó Riogáin, Sophiie Lavoie agus André Marchand. It's a Quebecois stroke Irish mix in French and Gaeilge traditional. It's a lovely album. Tá sé anna yes. Le bonhomme 7 heures, nun bone setter, sanamda. The bone setter is what they call it, and it's 13 tracks of very good music. You can get it on the internet under the title Grosse Isle, Grossei. I think they spell it in English way, ISLE rather than ILE, but you can fiddle around with it. So, tá sé le fáil an son. Now, Tamadin says tapping and tailing an clár leis an mbuíon lúnasa lá nua a bhenim den Luis go seabhíocha as banna ceoil bríomhar de gánaí. I'm using lúnasa, the band, to tap and tail the program, as it were. Tá Liam O'Connor go miste gan, seo CD thug seamach rain plianto hen de lúm agus tá sé anna bha. Gandótas bhéileadóir úntach Liam O'Connor, mac le Mick O'Connor. Tá sé aganis an ITMA-ish imláiclí. He runs the ITMA, the Irish Traditional Music Association, is it? The archives anyway in Dublin. Very able gentleman and a great musician. So there's 3 or 4 tracks of him in the program tonight. Chomáile tá an anocht. The singer I have tonight through the program is Anya Ben Vacho. Brianna Nora signed on CD. She's a beautiful singer, belongs to an older generation, kind of in vogue, we'll say in the 60s and 50s, early 70s maybe. Marnie Ceachtain would be another one in that league, and Kitney Ghalachor, and the very sweet singers as well as wonderful songs in Shannon. So that's Anya Ben Vacho. Agus an son tá cha bhailiúchan agam tá Morandan Avrannocht Tóca seo from Galway to Dublin. This is the mainstay of the program tonight. This collection from Rounder Records. Most of these recordings were done in the 30s and 40s, and they're all the greats of the time. You have Seamus Ennis, but you also have the Fingal Trio, which is his father and his buddies. And you have lots of different old names that were recorded. The earliest track on this is from the 1920s. So tá sé sin scape tríd agus tá sé tugann sé sais blase féile den clár agus bhí solorach track eile nar ever an CD sin ach tá sé le fáil Tuning the Radio. This is an RT production that came out some years ago. Peter Brown did a wonderful job in mentoring it and in editing it, if you like, and finding the tracks and writing the history and so on. And there's some lovely tracks, and this also complements the other one. Early recordings, mostly from the 40s and early 50s in this one. Some of them done by Ciara McMahon, others by Seamus Ennis and various people like that. So, an son tá track gomer seo, it's a Red Cross fundraising album, east to west or west to east. Agus tá track sin, there's a track in that I like from FIachra Ó Riogáin. but I kind of stuck it in because it's nice to remind people too that a lot of these charities have no functions to gather money at the moment, no fundraising methods. So don't forget the ones that you usually support agus tú takeíocht dóibh. Chomáile sin tá churis pléireacha chunamara siúl ar Gael Cheoil tíre pléireacha chunamara, different kettle of fish. This is a CD of kind of country and western seanás, if you like, songs from Connemara in the country and west. They have a great sense of rhythm up there and a great interest in that cross-fertilisation of country and western. But the track I chose tonight was for a very different reason. Last Monday week, a friend of mine and a friend of everyone in the Gaeltacht was buried. He was Pádraig Ó Riogáin. He was the head of Údarás na Gaeltacht, or Gael Tarairn at one stage. But he has worked across the whole Irish culture, indigenous culture field. A right hearty good man, and will be missed a lot. I had hoped to do a lot of projects with him after he retired from Údarás, because he was a young fit man, and the next thing he got a stroke, and we kind of, everything was in abeyance then, and then he died. So he's a great loss, and didn't be covered in a winter gone out. Agus Stigin Sochama, this is an old CD of mine, an LP of mine, Gomani heard it, came out 70s or 80s, can't remember which now, 80s, because Iarla Leonard was a young man at that stage, and he sang a song for me that I set to a poem by Tahar Donal Sullivan. It was a centenary of Donal Sullivan. He was from Kilmurray, and he set a poem by James Lover called The Angel's Whisper, and the Irish version is much nicer than the English version. So I set it to music then for that occasion, his centenary, the Tahir Donal Sullivan, and Iarla graciously sang it for me, and it's on that LP. So that's an Gomani heard it. So Sinead clár anocht, Tassun Gwynshil Tanivas. The Cuire Source, I put up a talk on to my patron supporters last weekend, last Sunday, I suppose, or Monday, and it's a kind of an important one. It's a node that goes in different directions from here, different paths, on the path of knowledge that I'm trying to set up to impart with information that I've learned over the last 60 years plus, because I won't have time to be writing books and things like that between now and the final curtain. Long dot may be away. So, Shne, Mochitche den tseachtain anocht, Maichan sibh siar sin, agus chomáile sin Thráighlí channels go mar YouTube, Thráighlí. So, gur maithagah, slán beor feag seachtain eile.